Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It's way too early in the morning right now, but we're going to try our best today. Let's go up here so we can both watch it.
Who's ready for some Azure dreams?
Yeah. So this is the longest title going. Give me a sec here to go give a countdown then for both runners.
Going. Right. Okay.
This is.
Soak us through the title.
Yes, so this is the Azure Dreams Rock Me to the Top Random Toolkit 2 State Display Edition. I promise you the next time it will be longer, because this is Sand Knight's legacy of making long titles, so I blame him. Oh, I need to get the... Yes, you're going to the music. Very, very charming, Wugga. Totally not annoying. So we can see yeah, and... There we go. So... This is going to be, for those who don't know, Random Toolkit. Do you have any, before you do anything, predictions for eggs?
No, okay.
Because this will be very soon.
Okay, fine. Garuda and a Dreamin'.
I'm going to say a killer or a queenie, actually, because you can't find a queenie egg.
Okay, and they're off. Okay, let's, Azure's Dreams first.
Yes.
Let's start with that. Okay, so Azure Dreams is a mystery dungeon type game. All of our players are going to go into this tower, and there's 40 floors in this tower, and almost all of them are procedurally generated.
Yep.
And we're running a seeded toolkit version of Azure Dreams today, which means that both of our runners are going to have the same tower, the exact same tower. And the goal of this run is to get as high up the tower as possible in the shortest amount of time without dying or leaving the tower. Oh, and we have a tyrant.
A tyrant, yeah, which has a fire mixture magic. They got a Gulf 1 Scorch Shield, evolved monster egg, so they're going to hatch that right away.
Okay, so a little bit more about this run, though. So getting up as fast as you can in this tower with the smallest amount of time is what we call a rock me to the top. The Random Toolkit 2 SDE is... we just lost...
No. Diesel joins in, joins out.
Okay. Is the State Display Edition at the top. So at the top you can see that we have tools available to show what our runners currently have in terms of their themselves, their health at the top left, their familiar, which is the buddy that there's currently being followed around with, and their inventory on the right hand side. And yeah, the only other thing that makes this non-vanilla is the fact that they're running a seeded version of the tower so that we can both watch how they're doing.
Yep.
That was a poor explanation, but here we are. So
it's way too early in the morning.
It's very early, and the first part of this goes very quick, so we will go over things.
Yeah.
So let's talk the most important things, which is starting equipment, including familiars. So in this game, familiars are your little buddies that you can bring into the tower. Oh my goodness, they got a death.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this tower is full of monsters, and you're a monster tamer, and you can find eggs in the tower. Usually you start your run with one familiar, which is called Queenie, and then one egg that you find on the first floor for these runs. But because we're randomizing everything this time around, the familiar you get and the egg that you get on the first floor are also randomized. So we had our players start off with a tyrant.
Which is horrible.
Which is not great. And a egg that included a death. And death is the evolved form of one of the creatures in this tower called a clown. Talk to me about death, because this is actually a big deal.
It comes for us all. Anyway.
Thanks, Sean.
So basically, death is honestly one of the most sought after monsters, because you can see here on Wugga's side, he's going to be using this mixture magic to do 11 damage. The thing is, it also hits... It also hits about 8 spaces away if they want to shoot it down the hallway.
Yes, and its special ability is something that's very important too. Not only its combat abilities. So what is its special ability? Its special ability is it gets 2 spell levels per level. Like you can see here, it went up. It has now level 6. That would have killed the death if it had touched it, actually. So curious if Poulet will actually hit, because he's walking straight up to the elevator right now. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So this might actually kill his death. But continue about. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. No, it's a different room.
Darn it. Oh well. So basically, the death itself is basically not a cheat mode, basically, but you can hit from so far away, and it uses such little mana for its mixture magic that you can generally get away with just. Oh, sorry, I have to switch the audio. Oh no, Poulet doesn't have audio. Never mind. We'll be using Wugga's audio right now.
Well, okay, so the deal with death is that for every level that death gets, its magic that you're using goes up 2 levels, which means that it is insanely powerful very early on and continues to be powerful as you go up.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things about this game is that there is a leveling system. This is an RPG, but the levels mostly they matter, but they're not the be-all end-all that they would be in other games.
Yeah.
The most important level in the first part of the game is just getting yourself to level 2, because for your player character, which is Ko, this is our red-haired fellow here, that basically doubles your health. But after that point, health increases are basically minimal. It's some, but it's not a lot. And you're not going to be relying on Ko's abilities all that much during runs, unless basically something goes wrong. You're mostly relying on your monster, particularly their magical abilities, which, as we mentioned before, means that death is a great thing to have, because death's going to double that every time. Okay.
And also there's a diminishing returns on spell levels. Level 12 is theoretically, in big air quotes, that if you can see, I presume chat can't. Because at that point you're doing like 93.4% damage that's possible. And I think it's due to a programming error, because everything in this game is perfectly programmed.
Yeah, everything in this game is perfectly programmed. There's no exploits.
We totally didn't have a soft lock yesterday, one of our matches. Because of a fire crystal of all things.
Yeah.
But basically, it gives you, at level 13, it's like 93.46 and then 93.48 as it goes up for levels. So eventually it just kind of caps off. So once you get to level 12 mixture magic, you're good.
Yeah, that's mostly the end goal of this, is going to be getting as powerful as possible.
Like Raven says, it applies to sword mix. Death is... Okay, yeah, that actually just makes sense. Yeah, death is, once you hit like level 30 magic, you start destroying everything.
Okay, let's take a little step back, and because we went into a lot of detail on death and why it's kind of good, the TLDR on that is it levels up really quickly and it's quite powerful.
Yeah.
And it has good magical abilities. So let's go a little bit more into the mechanics of the vanilla game and then come back to this, because they're just going through the first few levels of this tower where really you can get into trouble, but not so much here. Ko is your main character, and Ko is able to attack, and that's basically it. What makes a difference is how you set up the AI of your familiar. They can help you in a number of ways. They themselves can attack directly. They can use what is known as mixture magic, which is the majority of what you're going to see in these runs. Mm-hmm. And they can also use their powers, depending on what they are, at range. There's also monster fusion, which we may or may not see during these 3 runs. The idea that you can find more monsters in the tower, raise them up, fuse them together, change their elements, change their abilities, and so forth. Right now, so there are traps in the tower. They are invisible on the floor unless you use certain items, and they are usually very bad news. They can blind you, they can damage you, they can turn the whole world upside down, they can make the floor cracked so that it's hard to get out of different places. It is a nasty business, traps, and they are usually run, well, they're not always run colors, but they're usually attributed to it.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about Mixtramatic, because we're going to see it a lot during this, and it's kind of a big deal, and maybe talk about elements at the same time.
Yeah, so you see here, first of all, Poulet struggling with the cyclone just because he was blind, and just as a small touch on the traps, this is one of the very few games I've seen which affects the actual player, not the player character. There's also a reverse trap, which will turn the screen upside down. There's the blind trap, which will blind you. You can still hit perfectly fine accurately. It's very stupid. But for the mixture magic, basically, it's extremely overpowered, and it's supposed to be. And basically, you can see Ko using Thunder Wave on Poulet's side. He's doing a lot of damage. It's great, but it's taking up 1/3 of an MP. And if you were to physically attack with your monsters using AI1 strats or something else, you would be taking 1 full MP. So all of a sudden that 80 MP would be going down a lot more. And there's direct spells, which take up
a lot, depending on what they are.
Yeah, it's honestly about 12 or something. Like, it's really not worth it for doing, like, honestly, sometimes pitiful damage or lowering their level by 1, which really doesn't matter, which is the lowdown spell. But when they get to level 6, they'll start encountering a lot of water monsters. And normally you want to run through those as fast as possible because...
That's floor 6, not level 6.
Sorry.
Yeah, just to be a bit clearer there.
It's early.
Yeah, it's early.
But when they get to floor 6, you'll see everything turn green, and then Wugga is going to be at floor 6. Thank you for bringing the PowerPoint to the presentation. Normally, we actually don't want to fight anything here.
And the reason because of that is that the vast majority of the monsters you'll find on floor 6 to 10 are water element monsters, and they're pretty nasty. So there is a element triangle in this game. Fire beats wind, wind beats water, water beats wind, and the vast majority of the monsters on this floor are water monsters, which are... Well, I mean,
free experience right now.
Free experience right now because Death is a wind monster, and so they're going to do extra damage. And they also have a golf one, which is very good, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But in general, there's not a lot on this floor that we want to stick around for. We're not grinding levels anymore, at least not right now. We really don't want to stick around because these levels are just nasty, and we'd rather get up further quicker.
Yeah, and also we see in chat people mentioning Tau. It is a game that exists, but no one really should play it. It's the tower is not procedurally generated. All the monster eggs are one-time finds in the tower, which are horrible, and you can only have so many monsters before you have to start deleting them. And it's controlled basically by the entire bottom touchscreen for movement.
So you can see how fast we're going here on these floors. Wugga's already up to level 10. Sorry, up to floor 10. Now you've got me saying it.
Yeah.
now Wugga's up to floor 10. And that took maybe 4 minutes maximum. We spent 6 minutes in the first 5 levels.
Yeah.
Like, not even that, like even more than that. So let's go into some of the inventory items that our players have, since things are relatively going okay so far.
Ooh, saying that and then the slow trap.
Commendator's curse right then and there.
Yeah, the Holy Bell is the right choice there.
Yes, so the Holy Bell is going to force the monsters out of the room so that Wugga can recover from stepping on a slow trap, which, as the name might suggest, slows your movements. It is such a bad trap.
Yeah, between
what's
blind trap is probably the worst one to encounter and go up on a floor.
But at the same time, so the traps are all very nasty. They can put you to sleep. They can
paralyze you, warp you. That's another one.
Warp you. Oh god.
Yeah. Everyone loves a good warp trap.
Anyway, let's talk about their loadouts right now.
Yeah.
So they still have the tyrant in their inventory. Why would they be keeping a tyrant around, considering that we haven't really gone into why it's not very useful, but they're not using it right now. So why keep it around?
Well, first of all, Wugga actually might die if he does not get away from this griffin very quickly.
He's got 16 health. Oh, he's picked it up.
It used Rise for 26 damage.
Yeah.
So that hurts like heck. So their general equipment, there are randomized spell balls which were programmed to the game. They were implemented, and they're fully functioning animations, but they are not meant for the vanilla gameplay.
Yeah, we've basically unlocked a lot of the debug / not used items in the game for this run as well. So if you see things like Noah bread balls, or like Noah sled balls, Labine, La sled,
which all have descriptions on them. Like, you can't read what they do,
but they're just disabled in the normal game.
Yeah, which was a real shame because you can make a giant fireball as a wall of ice instead. It looks amazing. And a tornado, a very weird tornado for the wind one.
Anyway, so talk to me about why they're not using their tyrants and why they're keeping them.
So the thing is, the Tyrant sucks. Its special ability is going berserk and hitting everything around it, including you.
Which is not useful.
Yeah, but it is technically a fire monster, and they can fuse it to cheat death into a fire creature afterwards.
Which would be very useful for for wind floors, but that's not really necessary.
Yeah, not right now, especially not with the range that the death is hitting things at. Like you're fine for the most part. You go for pickups, you do whatever. Like, but Krakens, New Elves, once they get to floor 16, you might see the Tyrant come out and fuse.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they also have a couple ranged water spells, which is really weird to say for physical attacks or magic attacks.
Mm.
So they're kind of okay not worrying about fire monsters too much. They do have a Noah sled, I believe.
Yeah, they do, or at least one of them does. I don't. And this is the thing about the tower is that the route you take can mean you see very different items, even with the same seed. So. Oh,
that's
no.
a bomb trap.
Oh no. Okay, so now what we're looking for is preferably a restore scroll, because Wugga just lost his death to a trap, and this is what we're talking about. It's not just that you're in danger of getting hit by traps, your monster and the monsters in the rest of the tower, for that matter, are in danger of getting hit by these traps too. They are also affected by them. Oh my goodness.
And the thing is, when it comes to the bomb trap, it sucks more because your creatures win, and bomb traps do way more damage than they should.
Yeah, because they're fire element.
Yeah, they're one of the very few traps which actually have element to them, and because of that, you're gonna lose your monster. It's gonna do like 50 HP. Death is a magician.
So it's very little.
29 HP.
Yes.
Like compared to Ko's 46. Normally the monsters are the bulkier version.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also where the last sleep will come slightly in handy because it's going to keep him asleep a little bit longer than normal.
Because it's fire against wind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Wugga is just attempting to get a little bit further. He's using more of his. We talk a lot about in this game about item economy and item usage. Nice use of the sleep trap there.
Yeah.
Okay, Wugga. What are you thinking? Gonna use a sleep bowl? Okay, so we haven't really talked about these bowls yet. They all have. Oh, and there's something else coming. They all have their a spell bowl with a certain skill in it and a certain number of usages, which is the number you can see next to them. Now, when you pick them up in the tower, like that acid rain that Wugga has, you don't know how many usages it is. That's a poor example in this case because acid rain has one.
Yeah, always has one.
Always has one. But everything else has anywhere between like one. It's not one. It's like 3 and 7 or something like that.
It's safe to assume everything has 3. There's a bomb trap on Poulet's side. He avoided it.
Oh.
So if he gets to the next floor without losing death, he will be an advantage for the Krakens and New Elves. Yeah.
So Wugga's job right now is to keep going as fast as they can and trying to find a restore scroll. They're just doing some inventory management right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that they don't have a familiar anymore, which means they basically can't attack anything anymore. And so they're going to be using a lot more items to escape, to avoid, like using this monster loop to see the directions of the different monsters. And they're going to be just using more of their stuff. And that's only with the chance of finding something useful, which they just may not find. So whilst Wugga is in the lead in terms of number of floors that they've climbed and the number of time that they've done it, Poulet definitely has the advantage in terms of just having a familiar around.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, worst comes to worst, like HP is a resource. You can take hits when you can, and all the runners in this tournament, new or old, kind of know the general how many times you can take a hit. Okay, this is getting sketchy on Poulet's side with the volcano and 2 griffins following him, and
but
you can take one more hit, but you can probably also pick up the death.
Using that leather shield.
Nope, that's right. Okay, goodbye, death.
Death is gone on Poulet's side now too. So fragile, fragile.
Well, the thing is, death is not. Oh, we found that slow trap.
I found the slow trap.
Holy belt, that's exactly
good
right.
Choice. Absolutely good choice. So Wugga's side, he's
Ooh,
been
that's
dealing.
all.
No. He's been dealing a lot of things. He's had 2 misses come from that leather shield though, so that's pretty, pretty good so far. He's gonna use Acid Rain here just to clear out these monsters. Acid Rain is,
It's a wind creature.
right, but he's fine.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You
There you go.
Turn around the new L by doing
Yeah,
that.
and then okay, cool. So Acid Rain is the strongest, one of the strongest spells in the game, and it's an AoE spell, so it hits everything around you whilst you're in a corridor, and it hits everything in the room when you're in a room.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent! They both turn around. Okay, cool. So now we have a familiar-less run going on, and we still haven't talked about what people have. So both players have had. This is a great room to spawn into. And she's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but
Garuda is the one that you wanted closer to.
It's a one corridor hallway. If something comes down the other side, you really don't want to be on that.
Yeah, but now he's gonna use sleep and that block off the corridor. Hopefully, if it goes to sleep. Yeah, and then that goes back. Okay, so that was a good plan. So we're gonna see a lot of bull usage. We're gonna see a lot of avoidance. We're going to see a lot of juking around. Oh, another slow trap! My goodness.
Mahel Seed will crack that after the first turn.
Yes, but there's nothing nearby, so we're good. We're good. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my goodness! Yeah, get out of that floor. That's another trap that can happen. It can just turn you into a frog.
You get better.
Well, unless there's a monster nearby, and then you generally get worse.
No, when you die, you untransform. You'll get better.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, the main strategies they're going to be involving here right now is getting items and using their items successfully. Just trying to get to the. Oh, that's rude. Get to the. Oh, that's a
level 1.
Oh,
it has the hammer on it.
Oh, excellent.
So much to talk about in this game.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're not even getting the. So yes, we've got some wands. Wugga just took off the wand he was using. We have wands and we have swords. The reason why they were using wands is because wands power up mixture magic, which, like we said, is the majority of the reason why we use our familiars. But they're also swords, and they're kind of, one of them's very good, but the other ones are mostly pointless to this run. And you're not going to see them, and this holding fruit, which is very good. But Wugga is just like, I need my inventory space. I don't need this golf wand anymore because my death is gone. I'm just gonna junk it and find something else that's better. I'm surprised he's not checking to see what the ones are, at least, I suppose. I'm also a little surprised that he just junked it in general. And this is where I was thinking of going with this, is that even if you're not going to use your Tyrant for anything, part of me... Now you're picking up one. Okay. Part of me is thinking, oh dear.
You can take 1 hit if it doesn't high roll.
He's got a malicious, and here we go.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's using
just
Acid Rain to hit through the trolls. Also, we have a spider following Wugga here.
That's fun.
Especially with a level 2 Tyrant.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that... Decurs again. That's the other thing about this game, is you can't tell what the items are until you pick them up or otherwise look at them. So just because you see a scroll across the room doesn't mean it's going to be the scroll you want. It could be something completely useless. It could be something really good. So yeah, I was interested myself in the possibility of just bringing out Tyrant as soon as... oh dear. Crit.
Nope, Tom Beauty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So this is the other reason.
This is the other reason. It's a very well programmed game. So
he made moves. I would have got my HP back.
Oh, you picked it
first.
up. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's true. But he didn't want another monster to come along, right?
True, but at the same time, you can just... Everything on his floor can be picked up. You can just keep picking them up and throwing them.
Okay, so where was I? Sorry. Yeah, I would have used the Tyrant as basically a meat shield / setting ourselves up for that glitch, which is... What do we call it again?
It's Tile immunity.
Yeah. So, yeah, you pick up your monster and you return it And that makes that tile impossible for other monsters to hit. Oh, look at that as a nice little
He's gonna get hit. It's gonna be a.
So those. Wait, no, it's real.
Oh, wow, 3 copper pieces.
Yeah. So there's monsters in this in this game called Manoevas. And he's found a battle wrong. Okay, we'll get to that. They can they can mimic items on the ground and trick you into thinking that they aren't there. So this battle wrong. This is our our casino. You throw a item you don't want into a Balrog, and it will give you a random other item. And all of those were terrible. And now I'm a frog.
And now there's a troll.
Oh dear.
And now you're going
up as a frog. Okay.
All hail frog.
All hail the frog.
It's a great frog sprite for the record.
So we're getting some good items on either side. Jump. I'm surprised at that.
The Manoeva's AI is really wonky.
Yeah. Oh my
so
goodness,
you see the monster train on Wugga's side?
Yeah, so Wugga has gotten up to floor 20, which is what we call and the correct thing is to turn around and follow them, because for one thing the elevator was right there. But you want to make sure that if there's a huge train of monsters and they're going in one direction, you want to follow them, not try to go the other way. So floor 20 and up is called Viper Town, and that's when we start seeing vipers. They're incredibly scary. They eat eggs. They're very rude. And if you get Diomira, and a diamond shield, not that that's useful.
Honestly,
they've got a leather +1.
Yeah, the leather might be better for this circumstance of being commando.
Oh yeah, exactly. Which is our term for not having a familiar.
Yeah.
So that's a viper. They're mean. They're nasty. They'll do tons of damage. And every time they hit you, is it every time they hit you?
No, there's a high chance.
There's a high chance that when they hit you, you will lose part of your attack stat. Oh my. But they are pick upable, so strats, I suppose.
Yep.
This seed is been very friendly, but at the same time very unfriendly to both players. You
also see how a lot of the runners have been throwing monsters to turn them around in hallways. Yes. That is a chunky monster that can't be picked up. Yeah. You've tried. So good pick it.
Good pick it. Couldn't steal anything.
No, okay. Good. But the bee dogs will eventually throw meat, and that will distract your familiar. That's their quirk.
Yeah.
And if they are low in MP, then whatever. But if you throw a monster, it acts like a wall and turns them around.
So there's the elevator, there's the monsters, and there's the monster following you. Yep. And
that's the right choice. Yeah. And then if you actually walk down towards the camera.
No, you just stay still, right? Because you don't want to walk into that. Oh dear me.
Yeah. Because the thing is,
you want to aggro one, and then you want to pick
35.
And then exactly.
Yeah.
So
good warp trap.
Yeah. Because the AI of the monsters is such that if they're walking down a corridor, they will hug the left-hand side, and they have basically no vision around corners unless you're standing right there. So that was far enough away that the monsters that were coming down from the elevator room were not going to see Co, and that you could just stick around. But the one coming up was going to turn left. So, Poulet. Oh, it's just a false one.
Yeah, it's a clone, so it's only going to be doing like 1 damage. Okay. I think he saw a duplicate or something.
Oof,
he's gonna have to take a hit for the Arachne there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but then he gets out.
Oh, so he has the Scorch Shield equipped, getting hit by the spider. The worst.
So Scorch Shields give you additional defense against, I don't know whether you want to call it actually defense, but higher damage reduction on wind attacks,
yes.
And lower damage reduction on water, which is exactly what you don't want most of the time. And I say that, bomb trap. I say that knowing squarely in my previous run that I did the exact same thing.
Yes. You were giving the commentary team, including myself, a heart attack on that.
Right, so we finally have an egg that we found in the actual tower proper. And so we don't know what this egg is unless we use a truth glasses on
Which Wugga missed. He never found the egg.
Yeah, he didn't find the egg. This is what we're talking about. Like, just because of that. Also, we didn't talk about is the fact that Wugga has a buddy again. And that's because he used a holy scroll on it. So it's just a block is temporarily helping out Wugga. But we'll be left behind after this floor. So here we are.
And look, it's
and
the
that's
same.
An unfriendly block.
Exactly. It's their color.
It's
but
not the same block.
Gotta be careful. They can't paralyze you. Like that's.
Can they?
Yeah, they have their natural innate spell. That's why you're going to be moving at diagonals. So
that they don't use it. So that's very rude.
Not in corridors, but in rooms. They're going to be like griffins and snipe you with.
So they don't use it in corridors.
No.
That's really weird.
Rise and stuff like that.
They do use that in corridors, right? Oh well, now we have troubles.
Yeah, now he has to figure out what's going on because.
So that acid rain bowl is empty, and the reason why we're keeping it around is because there are different sands. You may have noticed little red pouches. There's red. There's oh no! It still attacked.
1-8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a very accurate confused
monster. So
monster.
what happened was a malicious scroll was thrown. That confuses the monster. They will pick a direction to attack in at random when they want to attack. And they still attacked Ko on that first hit, which is not what you want, obviously. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the different sands, they can use to power up your items. So red sand is for your weapon, which is pointless for wands, except for this particular one, because wands can't be trained, apart from the trained one. So red sand is kind of pointless. Blue sand powers up your shield, which has been used on that leather shield, which he's currently not using. Right?
Yeah, Poulet actually switched to the diamond shield.
Yes, but Wugga switched to the scorch shield.
Yes.
Why?
Blocks will give reduced damage because they are wind. Okay. So I think it's better because he is level 13 on floor 25.
Yeah.
You're okay. Even if you were to be level 25, you're still brittle. Ko is not a strong warrior.
No, Ko is always a weak link in all of this.
Yeah. You want a good familiar, a good pet.
Okay,
all their friends are dead.
So I always assume that block is not wind.
No.
Because it doesn't look like a wind.
These are the wind floors. Right. Yep, there you go. Low bind.
Oh, didn't. Okay. Oh, but that's
also, stealths are also wind.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Thank you, chat. And thank you, Sean. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is basically if you have of Queenie or whatever, this is where you would grind in the any percent run.
Right, because it can take care of so much stuff.
Yeah. So like this is the one kind of safe space where that's a lot of
And the last sand, oh dear, all of this is crazy. The last sand that I was talking about is white sand, which is used to add extra charges to your spell ball. So that's the reason why the acid rain is sticking around. So the problem is that Ko has to walk in order to not get hit by this, and he's only on 11 health. But he didn't want that monster in front of him to turn around, and now we're in much more trouble.
He should be able to survive one hit.
He's still on 11 health, so no. Okay, so Wugga got to 25 at around 32. So what we're looking for is Poulet to get to 26 before time runs out.
Yep, and on the state display, we have the floor
last
total.
It's okay. Oh, and it's a monster den! Oh my goodness! Oh, good luck! Oh, he's quite
Oh
near.
no!
Oh no! Oh, okay! Here's all of the monsters!
So a monster den is basically when the game decides to splurge.
Oh no, it's still...
There you go.
Oh, Poulet, no! Oh, Poulet!
This is so bad.
And there it is! Oh,
my
brutal!
goodness.
Okay, so that's going to be strange to Wugga. Wugga's not going to be expecting to win this one.
1 point for Wugga.
1 point for Wugga! Okay, you let the runners know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and fill in some gaps whilst we're getting the next run going, because we're going to get right into the next round. They're going to load up a completely different seed together, and we're going to do this all over again. And
Poulet's not even mad. He's honestly, again, this is the one strength of playing this game as a speedrun. You really can't be mad to deaths.
No, because the tower is your greatest enemy.
Yeah, and we all agree that just if you die to run, at least die comically.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, having be paralyzed by a spell the zoo or getting hit, unparalyzed, the zoo paralyzing you, and repeating it is just the perfect way of how dangerous this game can be
Are
when
you
it really
talking
wants.
to the runners?
Yep, I'm just going to ask him to get this next seat up.
Okay.
Also, for those who
And
are...
let Wugga know that they won.
Oh, yeah. The point, not you won.
Well, yes, because they're not silly. Yeah, exactly. So Wugga is surprised because Wugga just knew that he died, and this is the benefit of going a little bit faster sometimes than your opponent, is that throughout that entire run, Wugga was 2 floors ahead, and all that it mattered is that Wugga died on a higher floor than Poulet died on, and that's it.
And to get the Poulet wanted to get the point, like even if it took him the full hour, if you got to floor 26, you get the point. It doesn't matter how fast they get to the floor. So they just have to get to the higher floor.
Yes.
And obviously the monster den said no.
Yeah, so they got to the exact same floor.
Yeah.
But Poulet got there slower, and that's all that mattered in that case.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do a little bit of talking about some of the mechanics. So we talked briefly about MP on your familiars. That's the blue stat that you'll see in the top area. That ticks down over time, as we already mentioned, depending on what you use them for.
Yep.
Different monsters have different ways of recovering health. You will always start off with a Peter fruit, which will always restore on every type of monster. Maybe that's not true. 50 MP, which is usually enough to either get you capped out or get you to halfway back up. Other monsters have different abilities in terms of what they can eat. Noelle and what's their evolved form of the Noelle?
Noelle is Batinelle.
Batinelle. Those can eat anything that's food, so grass and things like that.
Grass, seeds, fruit.
Yeah, grass, seeds, fruit. Other monsters can eat metal, for instance, which is cool. And here we are. We're just checking the seeds. The seeds are good. Okay, we're going to get right into it once our runners are ready.
Oh, so again, sorry that you can hear the typing. Normally I mute and type, but actually me and Fee are actually in the same room.
We're in the exact same room together. So coming to you live from this room. Yes.
And Obi, but he's just sleeping because it's too early in the morning for the dog.
It is. So let's go over what this start looks like again. So the start floor in this toolkit is very different than what you would see in a vanilla game. It's basically a shortened version. You see, was it five items?
Yeah, you'll get 5 items and a Peter fruit from your mom.
It's a random familiar to go in, a random sword, random shield, a random spell ball, medicinal herb always, and a random egg.
Yep.
And so, for those of us that are familiar with Azure Dreams, we're looking for guesses as to what your egg and your familiar is going to be. Do you want to get them started?
Okay. They're chatting amongst each other.
They've said that they're ready.
I know, but there you go.
Okay.
Also, shouts to programmer for making our de-randomizer.
Yep. Shouts out to programmer.
Also, Currybot. I don't have to do the type out for the countdown. I'm always so happy for that.
But yeah, I mean.
Also,
we're seeing killers.
Yeah. Windbloom, Orlando time. Yeah, that's Sand Knight's. Wugga went in the house. Thankfully, the stream delay will be.
Yeah, did you not need to?
Okay. I think I still really want to see a maximum and something useless because maximums
are.
No, their trait is double MP consumption.
Yeah, but that means they are useless.
No, they're strong though. But like.
Yeah, but. I would like to see a clown so we can show the unevolved form of the death that we had before.
Yeah, the death was too heavy to pick up because it wasn't evolved.
Can you get double the same creature?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the joke is I always want to have a double picket speed.
Yeah, picket's good, so because they can eat anything, right?
Also, shouts to Junkhair Dave who got me into this game, which then got Fee into this game, which then helped us start the whole tournament thing.
Yeah.
So let's see what they're gonna get here.
Win?
No, that's he named himself
names,
Wind.
Yeah, so what we got? We have. Oh, we can't see it. Wee Dog. Now, is Weedog any good?
You can throw meat.
Right, and that
Also,
distracts
Poulet is named Mr. Den.
Mr. Tan. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we get this time. This time we're going to be reacting a lot. We're going to do a lot less talking. We're going to do a lot more reacting.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Oh, so for those,
Oh, it's
we
a
actually didn't
wind
introduce
Weedog.
ourselves either.
Oh yeah, we didn't. He's Johnny and I'm Fee. There you
There you go.
go. Seal
Fur
one,
worm.
wood shield, less sleep, orange. Yeah. Okay.
Medicinal herb's always there. That's
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
reading off what I'm reading.
yeah. But like that is the one thing that when Senate was making the original random toolkit, they're like, we need a healing item,
So none of this is great, apart from the sleep
and it's
and potentially orange.
it's also
What
a
is orange?
pre-evolved
Orange
monster.
is a
no matter
nap
what.
blast.
This
So
seed
this
sucks.
is not great. So what's a nap blast?
A Naplus is a monster that will occasionally fall asleep unless you fuse it with a Dreamin.
And that
Oh.
and that continues on regardless of whether or not it's your own monster, right?
Yeah.
You'll just fall asleep. So
But it also has double HP as a trait, so you might want to fuse it into the Weedog when you can, because you will give the Weedog 18 HP at level 1. if
yeah,
you
and they can at
refuse
least
it.
use them as a meat shield.
Yeah.
Joke.
So that's at least something, but it's definitely
I would never think to. Here we go. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what is happening here.
we see Wugga changing the camera to
So here we see our first fusion.
yep. This is you'll see the HP go from 9 to 18 up there.
Well, apparently they don't fall asleep unless they're on AI 5.
Oh yeah, because they use their ability.
Yeah, but
Which is
now,
nap.
so what that fusion did is it fused the monsters together, changed the element of Weedog, so now that it's a fire element, and added the special ability of Naplas into Weedog, right? That's
Yes.
why it has double
HP.
double HP or double HP gain. I mean, it's much of a muchness issue.
Yeah, and the one thing which is one of the lesser, we're probably going to see. Oh wait,
Yeah, why did is it just
he's trying to fuse it, I think, but I think he just took it out early.
whatever?
Oh, we saw on the menu there. It has Yeah, please don't kill the Naplus.
Yeah, why is this fight happening? Why is this fight happening this way? Okay, so the sleep. This is another ball, which is I'm assuming that's a water sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will affect fire creatures, but not wind or water
It won't affect them at all, or is it just less
for one
effective?
turn, and then they wake up.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Because monsters always move after Co as well. So if you're only affecting something for one turn, that's useless.
Yeah. So we see them trying to get the vanilla Weedog. The other thing we should mention as well is the starting monster that's unlocked. So the Weedog, which was this one, and in the previous one was
Sleep works as normal.
oh, that's a go down trap. That one. Instinctively, they probably tried.
Corrections from Chime and Revan. Sleep affects everything, and bind is less effective.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
sleep is sleep.
Okay.
Good to know.
Well,
Wait, what?
Wugga hit a go down trap, so he's gonna get the items again.
That's really good.
Yep.
That's so yeah.
He doesn't want the
Usually in
windshield.
the vanilla game, there is go up trap, but because we're evil, we've changed all the go up traps to go down traps.
Yep.
But that's actually a really good thing to find on floor 2 because then you get all of your starting items again, although
Yep.
the ones you want. So Wugga has now gone and gotten an extra medicinal herb, an extra nat plus egg, and eggs themselves, if you don't hatch them, have
Yep.
he's going to do it again.
Yep.
Okay, you might as well. And Poulet did not find it.
Nope. Also, yeah, we're using Poulet's audio here just to track. So yeah, he actually might get a second Naplus to fuse into the Weedog to potentially get.
Can you do that?
it
Like,
can-
what's the benefit?
I don't know if I could add 244 times to get 255
I mean,
HP.
the other thing is that like he's getting a sleep ball every time,
Yeah.
and they're getting an egg, and you can use eggs in various different ways. You can hatch them. Ooh, a life one is.
Yeah. Oh, I love you. That's sweet.
How disgusting. You can. We'll get into that. You can go down and you can get eggs again and again and again. The point being is that eggs can be used for more than just, and there it goes again, can be used for more than just hatching and fusing and using them straight. They can also be used for egg bombs, where you throw the eggs into monsters, and they will hatch immediately and deal damage somewhat randomly.
Yeah,
Why not the? I guess you've already got 4 medicinal herbs. Why would you need another one? The other thing about them is that you can also just feed monster eggs to your monsters.
Yep.
And that is the equivalent of a peta fruit. Or is it max out? I forget.
No, it's 50.
It's 50, so it's the equivalent of a peta fruit.
Yeah. No one really wants to
now Wugga is going up. Now that he's gotten 4 medicinal herbs and technically 4 nat plus eggs, which he's already used 1 of. So Poulet is now in the lead. But man, does he not have an advantage?
There's another go down trap there.
Yeah, but why would you want to use it on that floor? Because there wasn't anything else.
But then you can use the go down trap to the go down trap.
Yeah, we can go all the way down forever.
So if anyone ever wants to play these seeds, they are posted in our Discord. I will quickly link our Discord and our runners.
Yeah, I completely forgot that using medicinal herbs at max HP increases your match XP.
Yeah.
And if you use that on the Wee Dog right now, because it has the double HP boost, it's going to increase it by 2 per, which, as we mentioned before in the last one, once you've gotten your first level, the stat gain, well, not the stat gains, the HP gains from leveling is kind of minimal.
Yeah. 255 HP commando.
Yeah.
Possible,
well, not that high, but
well, no, actually, you can actually. Again, if you were to download the second seed that they're playing right now,
you would get the same
casually.
Tower. You can play this your own, and
you could have with enough time, you can make a save file to have Annapolis with 255 HP and Co with 255, and theoretically.
Okay, so stuff is happening. So Wugga found a stream one, put it on. It's cursed. Can't take it off. Has reduced its attack because of it, and changed Wee Dog into a water type using a sea seed to at least give benefit. Because in addition to the monsters and all of their attacks and all of that kind of stuff having an element, oh my god, he's doing 11 damage to Cyclone because of the and like all of that, the ones have elements too, and so the best thing you can do is to match your monster's element to, well, not always the best thing you can do, but a choice you can make is to match your element to your wand, to your monster, to the thing that you're using, and against something that's weak against it.
With the height advantage.
With the height, yeah. Also, that's another thing we didn't mention is that the squares in this game are at different levels, and if you are up on a higher level, you get you get an advantage. I mean, those are fire, water, so yeah. But I wouldn't bother.
If you block off the first one, the others are going to walk around,
and then you can turn around, leave, kill this one. Yeah.
Oh, so they're actually in the same hallway now.
Oh my goodness! Wait, that means that. Oh well, I mean, this is also the thing is that really taking that floor advantage at the beginning doesn't really matter too much because the first few floors are all about getting items. But Wugga has gotten a ton of items.
Yep.
So they don't need to explore as much. Yeah, Ko is grumpy on
that's actually the curse status, which is actually never normally shown.
Yeah.
And Chai making the state display, who's in chat right now.
Yeah, say hi to Chai.
Hi, Chai. Basically, like you get to see what status Ko's in right now, and you can see the Wee Dog is blue. Thank you, Chai, for saying hi, Chai.
Yay! Hi, Chai's in the chat.
But when it comes down to like seeing the status, like when you see him turn to a frog, it'll be a frog. Slow, he'll have like a puffy face and all this other stuff.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, there you go. Commentator's curse there. Yep. Thankfully, no one's around. But when it comes down to like how well the players will perform, honestly, Wugga's in a much better state. Just because he has a water familiar and.
He's got a wood shield on, and that's all snow. No, it's +1. It's hard to see. Okay, it's just saying, like, what?
Yeah, this is we see Hero, so Poulet with the fire, with the life one being able to survive that.
Okay, yeah. So he's used a decurse scroll, Wugga now, which means that he can take off the stream one, but he can't. He can take it off, but it doesn't reduce the damage it's already done. Right? And even if he takes it off, he's still suffering from it.
Yes, he has to find a cure-all herb in order to remove the curse.
Yeah. So
or leave the tower.
So that's the reason he's keeping it on. I mean, if he finds something better, if he finds another stream one that isn't -1, that's still better than using a -1 stream one. But it's, you know, the damage has kind of already been done here. One of the things to mention is that you'll see in this game that we're talking like defenses of maximum of 5, or attack differences of -1, 0, or +1, and frogs. So. And they actually make a big difference.
Yes.
So your health gain during levels is not a big deal, but even just having 1 more defense is a huge deal.
Yeah.
You will suck up a lot more damage that way. So conversely, getting a -1 on your attack for all of time is not great.
Yeah, and again, this is like I will show my age here. Like this is back when +1, -1. Really made because like now games are doing like even crosscode. I did like 19 billion damage or something or whatever. But like, hey, that's if you know the game, you know why it happens. But at the same time, like other games, you're hitting for hundreds of thousands of damage and all this other stuff. But here, if you had a gold sword +2, you feel good. Just also, I don't think Wugga cares about that egg in the grand scheme of things. But
well, he might.
Well, the thing is, it's still a little bit too early to be a Garuda egg.
Yeah, but still, like egg bombs and like, so one of the things that we rarely see in a run of this sort is using medicinal herbs to increase your max HP, which is exactly what we're gonna do because he found another medicinal herb. So why not?
That's a good camera angle.
Oh, Poulet.
That's a really good camera angle, Wugga.
Poulet, why? Look at this.
The thing is, no, it's able to survive because of the HP.
Yes.
He's also probably going to beg it to get it back to him
yes.
if it gets to the problem.
So long as you're within a certain... ooh, that's good that monster found that for them. So long as you're within a certain distance from your monster, you can bag your monster and bring it back to you. So it is not an unusual strategy to leaving a damage-soaking monster like Weedog behind.
Mm-hmm.
And doing something like this.
Like how Mr. Den brought his own den into the room.
Yes. Okay, so where are we at? So we still don't know what that egg is. I don't know whether he got it on this floor, or if Poulet just missed that egg.
No, Poulet missed the egg. He was busy escorting every monster as a tour around the floor.
Yeah, and when you get that much work.
Yeah, like... Again, like the fact that Weedog has 58 HP,
64, 72.
Yeah, exactly. Like it is increasing dramatically. But the thing is, Wugga literally has no worries in the world from MP regeneration, just because Egg Bomb or Napless or random herbs or whatever.
Yeah.
He also has a Peter Fruit to restore it once it hits the 30 mark, because it gives you 50 and whatnot. Another one. There you go.
Yeah, like MP, not an issue.
Yeah.
Egg bombing, sleep, all good. Which is completely the opposite. Well, I mean, Poulet's probably feeling pretty bad, considering that his inventory is not even full yet of useful items. He does have 3 medicinal herbs.
Yeah.
So he's probably feeling pretty good.
Oh, sorry, Poulet. Sorry,
Poulet,
I was looking at Wugga.
No, Wugga. I'm not talking about Wugga's inventory is Wugga's inventory.
It also makes a difference. Wugga took the time loss to get those supplies.
I'm surprised that Poulet isn't just taking the time to use the Decrypt Scroll on the stream wand. Like, I mean, I guess if you... whatever.
Honestly, I would switch back to the Life Wand, because like HP is such a valuable resource. Obviously, if you have it, you don't die.
Mm.
But like having a Life Wand with Mixture Magic, I still think is preferable over a Stream Wand, just because the HP you get. You're still going to be two-shotting everything here.
I'm biased.
I know you're biased.
So, for memes, I did a run and I picked up a Life Wand and a Steel Sword, and I was worried that the Life Wand would be cursed, and so I didn't use it, and the commentators did not understand why I was using a Steel Sword, so the meme is that I always pick Steel Swords over Life Wand now.
As well, your 80% clear actually ended up with the Steel Sword.
I did, yes.
Top of the tower.
And I'm always happy whenever I can pick up a Steel Sword just for luck. Okay, so the Hazak Sea is going to fix the attacking power, right, from that curse?
It will give you +1. It will still... Yeah, Chai's answering questions in chat. I believe that's actually David. Nope, never mind.
No.
It's really hard to see certain names, so. But yeah, so monster stays the same. I believe.
Oh, we've got him asleep. Oh,
Poulet is having the best luck.
Poulet is having the worst flux.
Yeah, this is why. Okay, Dreamins are not scary. Dreamins are scary in a group.
Yes, Dreamins will put you to sleep. I mean, he's got tons of medicinal herbs. It's fine, right? Until you get put to sleep, and then you can't use items. Okay, there's one Dreamin down. I'm surprised he's not just picking it up and throwing it, honestly.
I would honestly.
If it takes several turns to do it, you might as well try and pick it up twice. I'm really bad at remembering to pick stuff up, so that's not very good for me to say.
Well, at least you can turn the camera. I don't.
Yes. Turn the camera.
Also, we see Wugga using one usage of the sleep.
He's got what?
We've
He's got close to 15 uses of it.
No,
Which is insanity.
Yeah, 5, 7, 15, 19? No.
Okay.
Yeah, Wugga is in no... Okay, so Wugga in the community is actually the world record holder for any percent in both the Garuda and non-Garuda categories.
Mm-hmm.
He has basically been given all the supplies in the world, and he doesn't have to worry about anything right now. He is going to be an absolute great spot for bolting to the top. Because he's used to be able to do everything without a familiar, but now not only does he have a familiar,
he's got everything.
He has too much items now. Actually,
does.
I would honestly get rid of an anti-chaos herb.
Yeah, and the Rowan.
No, the Rowan was, again, if you're blind...
it's a... yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the one decent one where if you're blind, you can...
Yeah, just use more sleep force. It's fine.
We see Poulet trying to change back from a frog.
I think what he probably wants most, well, not what he wants, but what he wouldn't be, unhappy about would be to get a truth glass just to see what that egg is.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it...
Holy Bell?
Like, just add that to the list of things he has, I guess.
Also, again, 84 HP on his
V-Dog. So Poulet is hatching egg.
Yeah.
And it's not the egg that Wugga found. He's found a different one.
Yes.
It's
which
red
is 411, so
ochre,
this could be a Garuda.
Which would change the game significantly.
Yep. Although Garuga is still a meme in the category as well, because he finds them all the time.
Oh my god.
So...
Okay. Yeah, and at this point, whilst Poulet might not know it, he really does need to get a... It would be great if he got a Garuda, because that would basically nullify the advantage that Wugga has in terms of thing. Because what Garuda can do is it can abduct you. It's a special ability. It can abduct you, and it will teleport you to a random square inside of a room on the floor that you're on. Which means searching for... It's a Kraken. Okay, that's useless.
I mean, you could fuse it into the Wii-Dog and give it electric shock and double HP, I guess.
I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, is there a limit to how many? 2. Just 2. Okay. And then after that point, one gets replaced.
Yeah. Like if I fuse Picket and a Kraken, it would be that's a lot of monsters on the Wugga side for the record.
Yeah, but he's also got a whole. He's got like.
No, the seed closest to the elevator is a Miniva.
Oh.
So he's doing that to hopefully get rid of
those ones and then sort it out.
Yeah, or just kill them and get some experience by doing this, because he's going to 2-shot them.
Yeah, and they're not going to attack them whilst... If they wake up the Miniva whilst the Holy Bell's in effect...
It will leave.
It will leave. Okay, so that's not the worst, but the attack when they first come up will... Oh no, it won't happen. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very good usage of things then.
Yeah, and what's the seed? The seed, honestly...
I mean, whatever.
Water is the best element in the tower, just because it's not wind. But, I know Chai's in chat, that's why, but...
Can't get both double HP and shock, apparently.
Oh, that's right, sorry, no, if you had a Naplus and you fuse it with a Kraken, you can. If it's...
Right, because you're adding onto its natural ability.
Now, there's the best monster in the tower. Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Again, everyone agrees now.
Everyone.
No, seriously. After your match, when you had the unlocked Picket,
yeah,
like it's a darn good monster to have.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing.
No. I always turn Picket to fire. Don't worry. Oh, so his name was Peanut. I still have that save file.
Tumble fruit.
Tumble fruit. If you can pick up a monster,
That's the
Tom immunity.
Well, no, it's also just
The
turn
froggy
them
fruit.
into a froggy fruit.
Yeah.
Try. I can't fault your logic in chat. I really can't. But at the same
I can.
time,
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
Like, people always like, oh, a clown's the best or whatever.
Well, we saw what happened in the last game with it.
Well, no, the thing is, the Picket's innate spell is clown spell.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like-
really good.
Yeah, like it's like everyone's like, oh, I like clown. No,
And you can
Picket.
feed it anything you want.
Exactly. This
Oh,
is now.
Pillow Ball. My gosh.
I don't think Wugga.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
yeah, just use one, give yourself more HP.
Yeah.
Sure. Level 11, got 61 HP, why not?
94 for the wee dog.
And one of those is Maneuver,
Yeah,
right?
the
But, like-
one the closest. to
And
him.
not all bells are great.
Actually,
Which
David.
we actually have, yes.
Actually, if you were to, I know you're part of it already, but there's our Discord link. We actually did a quick vote on changing it to a pun.
Mm,
So we actually are now the community.
yeah.
Hey,
Join-
David, have you ever heard of this game before? For those who don't know, again, we appear in the same room.
Yeah.
David, or Junkyard Dave, is the one who actually helped start the community and get the speed gaming tournaments going. But basically, yeah, it's
Well, we've hit Viper Town on one side, and this is where the difference in items is really coming into effect, because both Poulet and Wugga are basically have the exact same loadout, more or less, but Poulet's had to, be a bit more. Oh, that's not good though.
you can't be complacent. That's 34 damage
Oh,
from
is that
Viper.
malicious? No, it's COVID.
Yeah,
Right.
like that was again like you're not very strong as Co.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2 hits, you die. Doesn't matter how many resources you have.
Oh, the maneuver in this room didn't get here.
Nope, not yet.
Hilarious. So the difference being is that Poulet's having to go slower because he's got less ability just to put stuff to sleep, do a bunch of stuff, and he's saving his stuff for later. Whereas Wugga can just do whatever he wants.
He's finally out of one sleep ball.
Oh, but,
Now you can use another one.
yeah, I know. I'm just
Like
saying.
this is the one
Very
time where
Tumbler fruit tip. I mean, to be fair, at this point in time, the tumbler fruit is a much better idea because you've got less in your inventory. Because that's one of the other good things about spell balls is because they have charges. You don't have to hold 5 sleep balls and use them individually, which would be insanity.
Mhm.
So they're, in that sense, they're much better than something like sometimes even an Oleem. You toss the one which doesn't have. I thought I saw an egg on the spin down, but I don't think it matters because the elevator's right there.
Yeah, that's the thing we never actually mentioned. We watch on Wugga's side, it loads in.
You can
The camera
okay.
always loads. This is the elevator train. This is
Yeah.
really nice. You want to see, but you'll always load in from the top left of the map.
Yeah, so you can
there.
see that there's a spell ball in there. And the other thing is that you can also see.
I would have used the Peter
I
fruit.
would have just used it, yeah, why not? But you can also see whether there isn't an elevator in a room too, which means that you can just go the opposite way because the spin down will always give you the top leftist area, depending on the layout.
Mhm.
And so if you don't see anything, there's no point going that way. And if you see something and it's kind of, not interesting, you can always go the other way immediately. So the spin down is actually very important. If you spot the elevator on the spin down, you can just go straight to it.
Yeah, and
You know where it's going to be.
it's a practice skill.
It
It's
is.
actually really hard to see.
Yeah.
And also, if you're really good, when you're teleporting with the Garuda, you can also spot where the elevator is because it's still the camera will follow you. So like you can I teleport and it's to the right. Like again, using Wugga as an example here, there's nothing to the north of him. So
So he doesn't want to go that way. He wants to go south or right
yeah.
as much as possible. Or south.
Oh, the crack trap actually stopped the monsters from following.
Very
him.
nice.
Oh hey, will we actually see what the egg is?
I mean, honestly, do we care? Probably just wants
Pillar.
to know.
There you go.
Yeah, he wants to know more about what he's got. So Truth Glasses does various different things. It always tells you what the details are. So anything that's shown up in green in the inventory is something we don't know. For spell balls, that'll be the amount of spells that they have
Mhm.
on them. Spell charges, I should say. And for eggs, it's what the egg is and how far along its hatching is. You have to bring the hatching percent. You can see on the Napless eggs that they've got anywhere between 85 to 90, 95.
Yeah, the first egg's always
Yeah.
warm.
But eggs that you can find inside of the tower itself, they can have anything from like 0 to whatever.
Yes, and we have a stealth.
Well, I mean, is that really a big deal?
It is. We dog did 1 damage to it.
I just don't know very much about stealths.
They're bulky and they're wind, but unfortunately because of that, like, yeah, okay, so it's not there. You can always try to pick it up. And we now know where it is.
Okay, so it was following Wee Dog?
Yeah.
Okay, and now it's dead.
He tried to pick it up, no animation happened, so he turned behind Wee Dog knowing where it was.
Nope. Gotta remember to bring your familiar along.
Yep.
So they can they?
I think they have saw blades or drills. I don't know what's actually on their.
It looks like sabers or something.
Yeah.
Oh, good. He's got a loose scroll. So that creature, we saw it briefly on Poulet's side before he died. That creature up there is called a zoo. It also has the ability to paralyze at range.
Yep.
Which is the most unfun. And they have killed many a run.
The thing is, this is the one monster, like, all joking aside, like, all the runners that we have will universally respect a zoo.
Yes.
You don't screw with them.
You don't.
And because of that, like, you'll see on Poulet's side of the bell, it will disappear, or he's going to throw the shield and okay, there's the real one versus. Yes, yeah, exactly, right? You bind them. You don't mess up in a marathon setting by trying to...
Yes, and that's another thing, is that we haven't really talked about monster immunities. A lot of the monsters have immunities to the things that they can do. So, for instance, the zoo cannot be paralyzed because it is something that paralyzes other things.
Mm-hmm.
But it means that if you fuse a zoo into another monster, you can pass on that paralysis immunity. So that the other monsters don't get it, unless you just turn right around again. That's very rude.
Wugga, he tried to throw the room and it just stopped. Just hit the pillar already. Like,
no, he's got a lot of sleeps. Just uses a lot of uses sleeps.
Honestly, I would clear his inventory. Even throwing Napless eggs wouldn't be that wasteful for Wugga's inventory.
I mean, you never know. Like I never like to. Oh, that's a good idea. Putting it down, bouncing them off. Oh, that was a pickup though.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
These monsters are. This is
the floor that they both died on previously. Actually, they both died on floor 25.
Yes, that's right. So we're back here again.
This is the entire wind floor, and they both are right now. Wugga has a water creature, so. Oh, all the zoos.
Well, that picket's not so bad though.
This is the water medallion picket. If you do the pool side quest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why are you getting in there? Just let your wee dog.
Oh, he has a water creature. Oh, hey.
Oh, that's good to know. Stealthy boy.
But he picked. Don't.
Why not? Why is picking up a stealth a bad idea?
Because the picket might make it drop.
That's very true.
You respect the double speed of pickets. You don't just.
Yeah, that's the other thing about pickets. They can steal things, they have double speed, and they can eat anything. They are great monsters.
Yeah. And,
oh my god, these stealths are a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah.
And he's got to be careful. He's on a lot of health right now. And he's only got 1 medicinal herb left.
Oh, so again, fun fact. The pickets, they're simple to kill, whatever. Stealths, they can spawn into the floor. They can spawn into the floor actually invisible. So you don't know how many are there.
You just run straight into them.
Yep.
Is it a sure thing to pick up a stealth? Because that's
no.
pretty...
It's a 5/8 chance.
Why are you...
Or 5/8 chance.
Oh, that's our last pillable. That's not the one I would use on myself, because he's got another monster behind him. What? Like,
he's...
why... What? Wugga, please.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So now that zoo is water, which means we're neutrally attacking it. But still, there's... Yeah, that. And there's another monster coming. I'm a little surprised that the pillable was used on the zoo behind them. Oh, maybe I misconstrued. I didn't. No monsters.
He's still struggling to find the elevator here.
Yeah, that's 425 is being a pain. There it is.
Oh,
but then sleep trap.
Nope,
and
door frame.
And the monsters outside.
The door frame. Okay.
Okay. That medicinal herb in
Holy Bell.
in your
yes.
mouth. No,
Holy Bell first.
Holy Bell first. So. This game is programmed very well. Door frames are the most dangerous part of this game. I know we said a lot of things are the most dangerous part of this game, but dwarf rooms are incredibly dangerous because the monster and familiar AIs do not work well with them. So Ko got hit by that sleep track when he was in the room, but his monster was outside of the room. Now, usually when you fall asleep, your monster will default to protecting you by going around and hitting things, which is not always what you want them to do, but it is sometimes what happens. But unfortunately, because Ko was inside of the room, and his monster was outside the room, that didn't apply. So the familiar decided, oh, nothing's going wrong.
Dumpty-dum. Watching you die.
I'm going to watch my master die.
Yeah. So we got a low bind.
Oh, but it's hitting Weedo. So
yeah, but at the same time, like, you don't want your monster to be left in the room.
Yeah. Anyway, so fortunately for Wugga, he woke up at the very last point that he could have woken up at. Because a lever shield is not going to help you when you're asleep, right? Nope. It can't make you miss when you're asleep. See, that was super dangerous.
Yeah, and 110 HP, 116 HP with the double HP trait, which is nuts.
Oh, that's a lot of monsters. Is this a three-floor room? No, it is too big for that. Looks like, anyway.
Actually, it might be, but we see the poison strats here going on.
Yeah.
You don't ever really want to poison a Minerva. Of course it misses. That's actually the curse status coming in effect.
Yeah, there. Your curse also, in also making you less powerful, makes you more likely to miss, which is actually worse. Because consistency... what you want the most is consistency in a game like this, because this game is full of inconsistency.
Speaking of, look at that leg. Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's a sweet lag.
And okay, so the other thing as well is we're now on floor 28 and floor 26.
Yeah.
And one more floor.
Oh my goodness! What a floor.
He got rid of his holy bell because of that.
See, this is why I wasn't too up on that.
Okay.
What do you do?
So
so what's awake? Because most of these things in this room are asleep.
You have no grid.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now you have issues.
Okay, are you gonna pull that? I'm gonna put it in. Okay, all right. So now what? What are you gonna do? Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Poulet, this is again the reason why you want to be ahead of your opponent, because Poulet will absolutely see this room if he gets this far.
This is a 2-room floor.
Is it? Are you?
There's a one entrance into this.
Oh, that's fun too. So
I think this is a 2-room floor.
Okay.
I think he just has to sack Weedog. And then beg him while he's safe.
Maybe okay-ish.
He's gonna die.
Weedog's got 63 health. Like, he may actually. Well, not if you stick around though.
He's actually very lucky. The Napless in front of him fell asleep.
Yeah, that's gonna block things off.
So he can walk now.
Yeah, but we don't move there, which is not the best. Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There's the elevator. Just keep commanding.
Just keep going. Yeah, so you can also take direct control over your creature as well. Is
that a Minerva by that copper coin, though?
I mean, it's gonna hit. Okay, good. Now we can leave. Okay, so Poulet is going to have to face that in a couple of floors.
Yeah.
So, fun times abound. So yeah, we'll wait for that.
It's a free monster den.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with that room at all.
No.
And Wugga handled that very handily. I'm honestly really shocked that. Okay, so that
it was a clown egg.
It's a clown. That's all. Okay, so now we know. And that's what an egg bomb is. It'll hatch the egg immediately. It'll be the same level as the floor you're on.
Nope. No, plus 50 levels of you.
Yeah, so it's actually incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Comes out, doesn't attack, leaves. Problem is, you can't control it. So if you throw it into a group of monsters, which is why you couldn't really use it in that last room, it will
pick a target.
Pick a target out of the ones that it can do, which is... So if you were to throw it on the edge of a group of monsters, it would hit the one you wanted, if that's what you wanted. Oh, sleep trap. But not a problem.
You also holy scrolled the zoo.
Yeah, I had a moment there where I was just like, whoa, that zoo's right there. I was like,
see, Poulet respects the zoo.
Does he?
Yeah,
I don't think he did earlier.
he holy scrolled it. He didn't want to deal with it.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you meant Wugga.
No, Wugga did not
definitely
respect
did.
it.
Okay, so we're almost to plot percent.
Plot percent.
Yeah.
Honestly, not wrong.
Plot percent.
There you go.
431.
Also, again, 52 MP still on
Okay.
the Wii Dogs.
So what's funny about plot? I'm calling it plot percent
Sure,
now.
it's now a thing.
It's now a thing. 431 is when okay, we didn't actually talk about why you're doing any of this.
Dad dead.
Dad, no, he's missing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's in the tower. Spoilers, dude. So here's the bad guy. He turns up on floor 31 to be like, get to the top and lol. What's cool about this floor is that it doesn't load the monsters until he's gone, so we didn't know that there were 2 tyrants in this room, but the elevator's right there, so here you go, you gotta poke it.
41! Like,
41!
You have a water monster, fight it!
Yeah, that's but you've got the plot there. Get to the top and wall.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. The real plot is that when you were a kid, your dad is the best monster tamer there ever was, trying to get up to the top of the tower themselves.
Who never believed in infrastructure for his family.
And then left. You were too young to go into the tower. You're trying to find your dad and also try and make your fortune because you're poor. And here we have the room. And Poulet, yes, this is not...
Poulet does not have the holy ability anymore?
Poulet has 120 health on this Wii Dog.
Well, 25 now.
Well, yes, but still. Yeah, this is potentially it. I mean...
Oh, hey, Quantum. Welcome.
Sorry, did I finish my story on the lore? The lore is not very interesting.
No, Quantum Pike has that too as well. So this is...
Oh, the other thing about
Poulet got rid of his holy bell somewhere, and I don't know where.
The other thing about using your egg bomb is that you don't get any XP for it, but it's hardly meta. Okay, there's the Wii Dog. It's dead now. And he's got 8 health.
Yeah, pick up the egg.
Pick up the egg and throw it at them. And well,
no. You pick it up and you put the other one to sleep and you try to walk away. Or no sled. That's fine too.
Okay.
Because that's gonna pick up a KO.
Okay, and then you move.
Hey, oh, there's a bump trap there.
That's rude. That's so rude. So bump traps do nothing other than wake up
The monsters. Right next to the entrance. That's horrible.
But Poulet got through that, and he's probably feeling pretty good about that.
Minus the Wii Dog there.
But the thing is that Poulet also knows that that room was ridiculous, and that Wugga is still going. So he probably knows, because Poulet and Wugga aren't watching each other's, another egg. Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of pointless on 431, 44, but whatever. But yeah, so Poulet knows that Wugga's probably gotten through that floor already and hasn't died, which means that he probably knows that Wugga is ahead of him, which puts him under more pressure to go faster with less than Wugga has in his inventory and with no familiar. So none of this is good.
Yeah. As well as we see here, the Naples is picking a fight with Poulet.
Oh, Golem, but it's asleep. Oh, right out.
Okay, be very careful.
So golems do that. They have a big old punch.
They also hit their tamers.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, especially when they get brainwashed, which is really upsetting. But yeah, kudos to both of our runners for getting out of that room on that floor, because that was not fun. But I'm really hoping that we can get Wugga up to floor 40. Like, it seems like we're in a good position to do that. So
yeah, I think if nothing else, we'll let them finish because it's only been 40 minutes.
Oh, it was a zoo egg, the other one. Not the rainbow egg that was in the hashtag bad room. Yeah, Wugga has enough to get up there, but that doesn't mean to say that the tower is going to let him.
Yeah, and we see here again, everyone's waiting on the elevators. The more you wait,
that's an egg bomb. So again, very well programmed game. That egg hit the maximum, went inside of the room to spawn, but the monster that you hit wasn't in the room because of the door frame, so the Naplas did nothing. So yeah, doorway is strongest enemy. The most trolly part of this game for sure.
Yeah, and in chat, there's Quantum Pie. This is a shadow. He was recommended this game by one of our community members to play casually on stream. And it took him 90 hours to beat it on stream.
And the rainbow egg was a unicorn, which is not going to beat
a lot of damage.
That's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Sleep.
Sleep.
So, like, Quantum, you know the pain that these are going through, but not on the first go. But it takes a while to beat this game.
Really, he's actually going to take on... Well, I guess it's already taken some damage. Yeah, so that's the thing about egg bombs is unless you've used a truth glass, you don't actually know what monster it is, and the monster may not be effective.
No more
nothing.
Yeah, his inventory is completely empty now.
The thing is that this is like, you know, on the one hand, Wugga has not much more inventory, but he's managed to use it to get up faster. But at the same time, Poulet's had to ration his inventory a bit more.
Like Golem is gonna kill Wee Dog no matter what.
Yeah.
Or still pick up a KO versus the other thing you have to worry about is the Glacier sniping you when you enter the room and leaving your Wee Dog.
Okay, alright.
This is where, so the last 5 floors of this tower are terrifying.
They are, because basically everything can one-shot you or your familiar, mostly. Wee Dog has an advantage of having more, lots of health. Yeah, but like, there's only so many bulls he has left.
He still has one unknown last sleep.
Yeah.
So like,
that's gonna be his last resort. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, turn around, go the other way. Hope that you don't get pincered. Hope that thing's woken up and moved. It hasn't woken up, and now it's woken up. Good. Okay, perfect. This is not what we wanted. Because now we have to either deal with this or we have to...
Well, okay, so...
Dragon's not so bad, though.
Sorry, the
Yeah,
black
sorry.
lone grin. So the reason Poulet's not hatching another egg is he knows Wugga's pace is basically incredible. Like both of them being at floor 36 and above at the 40-minute mark is really, really obscene. But the thing is, if you spend... Oh, that was a go down trap on Poulet's side.
What? No.
Thankfully, not the worst. Because if
he remember the floor?
Well, the thing is, it could have been that horrible room, right?
Yeah.
Like
Gosh, yeah. Can you imagine after getting through that room, you have to do it all over again?
Yeah. And the thing is, like, when it comes down to it, like, if you spend a minute hatching an egg,
yes,
you don't know what it is.
Yeah, it could be a complete waste of time.
Yeah. And the reason the Glacier moved away there, in case anyone's wondering, is because of its it was because of it that it was trying to go around the room to get to Poulet.
Both on the same floor now.
Yep.
And Wugga hasn't found the exit yet, which means that Poulet, if they decide to go a different direction, could find it first, and then we would have a leadership change.
Yep. And this is how quickly things...
Oh!
Don't!
You put it underneath!
Yeah.
That's not what you wanted to do! You wanted to do that!
Oh, and now you're...
Oh, and it hit him anyway! Don't go back for it, just leave! Why? Why are you doing this to my heart?
Oh!
Okay.
Okay, he might be sniped by the Glacier too. He has to make sure he stays at an angle at all times to the Glacier.
Okay, there's the exit. So Wugga's found the exits, and has to avoid these golems, and wants that dragon to leave first.
Yeah, he can spend one more turn.
He can find one more turn, and then that's gone. So now he can start walking to... Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. So yeah, so again, AI is amazing.
Yep.
Oh.
39.
No.
39.
Yeah, sorry.
Go
faster! Go faster! Go faster!
Yeah.
You just press the button. You go back. You opened a tab.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
There's the exit! Wugga, go up! Go up! It's a warp trap right in front of the end! It's a warp trap right in front of the end! Go, Wugga! Go! Go, Poulet, go, Wugga! Don't care about Wee Dog anymore! No, and now you don't have any... Sleep! I can't stand this!
Oh yeah, this is the worst.
I can't even! They both know that the other person hasn't gotten there yet, and they're both on 39!
Yeah. Acid Rainbow, just enough to pick up a KO, because all
Come
the
on.
levels.
Wugga knows where it is, and Poulet doesn't. Don't step on the... Yes! Wugga! Oh, you beauty! But kudos to Poulet for catching up so well!
We got a message. There's going to be a spoiler in the chat for the Discord. There's a misinput on Poulet's side here.
Oh no!
So after all of this,
What was the missed input? Oh, because of the... Oh!
He put the egg down.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, he didn't necessarily know what that egg was. It wasn't a guaranteed kill anyway, but... Ouch! Ouch! 39 and 39!
39 to floor 40.
So, no, God. I can't even.
Yeah.
It's the most exciting match I've seen.
In the last, like, 2 floors. Just everything's so close.
Oh.
The warp trap.
And the thing is that it was all over the place because Wugga went down those floors, got all those items, got all the way to the top, and still had a rough time on 39.
Mm-hmm.
The roughest of times. And Poulet just was consistently good the entire way up, but having to struggle a lot more where he didn't have the items. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the match that you show to people when people ask, "Why do we play this game?" Because that happens.
Yeah, the thing is, again, like,
yeah, that warp trap was amazing.
ooh,
okay. I mean, that basically well,
it's a friendly third. They can do what they want.
Okay, they're discussing what they want to do with their third match.
The monster's not going to really matter for what Queenie is. They're going to be going commando,
right?
Which means basically you throw your
you throw
things
your
away
familiar
and
in the trash.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you just pretend that floor 1 doesn't happen?
They're going to be doing glitched entries, so they're going to be ignoring their main monster,
and not hatching the heretic egg. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the glitch entry is there's a point where if you squeeze into a certain pixel next to the pool, you throw the peanut fruit, jump up there. It will launch you so high up, you hold up while you're doing it. You'll land behind the wall of the tower, walk to the left, and you can enter the tower without ever encountering Queenie. So they will actually not get the third one.
No, Wugga, the plot. Don't. No.
Get to the top, lol.
Oh, and the reason why we say get to the top of the 40th floor is obviously there's a boss up here. The bosses are meant to lose fight. Sorry.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It sucks.
It sucks.
You were really disappointed when you first got
I was so disappointed.
Because the tower is truly the main enemy,
yes.
But when you get there, the devs, they're like, yeah, okay, cool, you did it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a frog, then you actually straight up die.
Oh yeah. Well, don't do that then.
Yeah. Go better.
So I guess whilst we're talking, okay, so we're taking a very short break because we're going to need a couple of minutes, but we will be coming back for a friendly third, which is going to be glitched entry, commando, YOLO strats.
YOLO to the brim.
YOLO to the brim.
Is who it says.
Yeah. So whilst we're waiting and whilst we do a seed check, I'll talk a little bit more about the vanilla game. So what you're seeing here is this game on steroids and more random than it has any right to be, with players who are very well versed in this. The actual game is much more about iterative runs on the tower. So when you leave the tower through certain means, you get to hold on to your items. Your familiar keeps their levels. And the actual goal of the game is to slowly get higher and higher up this tower. We're just trying to do it in one go because we're crazy.
Yeah, which is horrible.
Yes, the game also has a high degree of town building and also relationship simulating gameplay that you're not seeing this entirely. So this game is not just the tower. Mm-hmm. The tower is a big deal about it. So if you're looking for a mystery dungeon game that you may not have played before, come to our Discord. We'll set you up with how to play it, because this is a PlayStation game. So you may not have the hardware, may not have the disc. So we can give you a hand, and we can also give you advice on how to play the game.
Yeah, we have a lot of resources.
We have a lot of resources, and we also have it's our Discord is both a speedrunners channel, but it's also a community channel for the game in general. So yeah, join us, have fun. Yeah,
join the community. I know it was voted on for that reason.
But yeah, but everyone's super friendly, and we have great fun, and we're always doing something.
Yeah,
and if you want to get notified when we're doing more things like this is just one match in a larger tournament that we're doing. There's actually another one of these. Like I will be running a round of the same that you've just seen here on SpeedGaming 5 after this.
I'm scheduled up still.
Yeah. So if you want more of the same, switch over to SpeedGaming 5 in about
1 p.m. Eastern.
About 2 hours and a half.
Yep.
2.5 hours.
We actually have breakfast after this.
Yay, breakfast.
We woke up really early, everyone.
It's not that early. Such a student.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's another match after my one as well, which is also on SpeedGaming 5, which will be straight after my one as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if you want Zero Dreams, today is your day because we have 3 matches going on. But if you want to know in the future about more matches and just random streams that people are doing for practice, the best place to find out is our Discord. We always have a stream shout out for people who want to watch streams.
Yep, we have a role for Azure Watcher.
So if you're just interested, oh, that's not us.
No, it's not us. It's Poulet's cursor.
Yeah. So if you're interested at all, join our Discord, follow the runners, connect with us, and just have fun with it and discover a game that you probably never played and will love to play if you don't mind getting kicked out of the tower several times a day. But then that's just tower. And you have plenty of people to commiserate with you when it happens.
Again, you can't be too mad when you die. Because I've been saying this, I'm one of the founding members of the community and I'm the second ever runner of the game. It sucks to lose a PB run. It really does. It sucks to screw up a marathon run. I'll tell you that much as well. And
it sucks to die casually too. Yeah. But in this kind of format where the run does not matter after you die, it's just done. It's good fun. So yeah, we're just waiting for the ready and then we'll get them going. And then we'll do glitched entry. Commando YOLO run.
Yeah.
For the final finisher here. To the brim.
Yeah. So the thing is
okay, give them the countdown.
Okay, well, I'm thinking.
Okay. So glitched entry. Let's we'll talk it through once it starts.
Yeah. Oh, so the reason we start outside Ko's house is in the vanilla game, there's 3 different lines of code randomizing the seat of the tower every frame.
Yeah.
You cannot, unless you have task level everything, you cannot fix anything when it comes to the tower.
No.
So that's why it's we cut out, the randomizer cuts out the birth cutscene and all this other stuff. Actually,
yeah,
if you go in there, your sister's actually missing.
We're missing lore.
And a sister.
And sisters. She comes back to life when you die. It's fine.
Technically, yes. Or if you finish the tower.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Wugga did. He's never saw the end of the cutscene.
So Wugga has a pita fruit, and Poulet does not. Poulet has eschewed the pita fruit.
Yeah, he's gonna realize that when he opens the menu.
We don't.
Because he threw it in the.
He threw.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't registering.
Oh, does he need to reset his?
No, it's fine.
He does because it's the floor of 39 is still on there.
Oh yeah.
He needs to. Yeah, you let him know. So he needs to reset his. So this is glitched entry. Look, they're behind a wall, and then they go in and they miss the entire cutscene where they get their first familiar, which is why they won't have one when they come in.
Yeah. So, just.
Thank you, chat, for keeping us honest.
Yeah. So the thing is, now they're not going to hatch the egg. They're probably going to throw it as an egg bomb. Dark sword. Okay.
Amazing. So what's a dark sword?
The lowest accuracy item going, and but 10 attack.
But it's not cursed right now.
No. Oh, no. It naturally has the lowest.
Right. So it's not that it... I always thought that it was somewhat cursed.
It always is cursed when you find it in the tower.
Right, but not on full one. That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah. If you find it from a bell wrong, it's not cursed as well.
So, I mean...
This
is actually not a bad thing to start. It's definitely not a bad thing to start a commando run.
I do believe in chat there's a schedule somewhere below, I think, or you can find it on their Discord.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of that right now.
Yeah, hopefully SpeedGaming will reach out to you and let you know when cool stuff is happening, because there's always cool stuff happening on SpeedGaming.
Yes, they're always a joy to work with as well.
Big thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us before we forget to do that. But yeah, here we go.
And Poulet fixed his state display for us.
Thank you.
Sorry for the time lost, Poulet, but...
Yeah, well, it's friendly fire.
I know.
Whatever.
But yeah, the Dark Sword you'll be doing 13 damage at level 1. Just because that's how obscene the thing is, but has, I think, a 70% hit rate or something.
We'll see.
It's atrocious. There you go.
We'll see. Earth Shield route.
Yeah, the Death Shield. If one bomb goes off,
yes,
the Earth Shield will take his life.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the other thing. We talked about the elements being water, wind, and fire. Earth is also wind because stuff. So when you see Earth, think wind.
If Chai or Revan are in chat, I actually was curious what the monsters are. Can someone hatch and find out what Queenie is?
Pull up the seed.
Yeah,
hatch the things.
I'm actually kind of curious actually what it was. I didn't think they'd go commando, but
yeah,
I don't think you'd be able to hit that because oh yeah, okay, 16 damage.
Thank you, Chai. That would be fun.
Yeah, because
you know,
take a guess how many two misses in a row on PouletSansTete.
Without starting seed. Tell us your mystery secrets, Chai.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, because of course you can.
Yeah.
Because you know how this works.
Yeah. Chai's always made sure High Queenie hasn't been part of the things.
Right. Wind Flame. No, sorry.
That's Skeef.
Yeah, guesses in chat for Chai finding. I mean, Chai could just say whatever it is.
I still think. Honestly, I would still love to see a killer.
Why?
Killer is it can briefly for like 3 MP double its attack power and do a crit.
Oh, well, okay then.
Yeah, it's great when it's confused. Look at all these misses happening everywhere.
Beauty, but then 17 damage. And this is with the sword, no mixture magic, no nothing. Can you imagine if you had a mixture magic on top of that?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And I'm free. Sorry. There's no I think it's I'm free. So yes, there's something wrong with High Queenie's
we should
mixture
explain
magic.
Who High Queenie is.
Yeah, it's basically the egg on top of the floor. Normally, it's unlocked when you beat the game.
Yeah, that's the egg that the plot surrounds.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with Queenie, or sorry, the Queenie part can't be it, I believe. But like, the egg itself is flagged to end the game if you were to pick it up.
Too much soft lock potential. Can't get around. Okay, cool.
Oh.
No.
Oh wait, what would Wind Flame? Nope. Chai hasn't said anything.
Chai hasn't said anything.
Or did you already hatch it?
Programming versus just playing the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is the flame Oh no, he's right because the flame used Noah Sled. I was wondering what was going on. So so that's the other thing is that when we randomize the monster that we give you at the beginning, it randomized the element of that monster in the tower. Oh,
there we go. That can. I actually done the match, so there should be. Yes, there is audio again. I had my headset off, so I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, good job picking up on that in chat. That means that the familiar would have been a wind flame.
Mm-hmm. And then we don't know what the egg would have been though.
So that's another thing that we didn't mention is that depending on what familiar you get, it can make your trek up the tower way easier, way harder.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have? We had a tyrant. Didn't really matter.
No, it was the tyrant and
what else do we have? A wee dog.
Yeah.
And the wee dog was natural, so it didn't matter.
Balrog, watch Wugga state. Oh yeah, you're right. There's a Balrog egg there.
Oh, he used a truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's neat because Balrog again is your little portable casino that we can use to.
Skeef.
Oh, and there's another egg here.
Skeef has been able to give us both more things before Chai's able to answer.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good job.
Very
Skeef.
good. I mean, I was wondering because I was like, oh, did they just use Neo Sled? Because I saw the effect of it too, and I was like, okay, I guess they just used that. And then I was like, hey, no, they don't have that.
Yeah,
so I didn't pick up on that quickly enough.
You know, it's. Also, we see Poulet using a blind trap and a cyclone in order to deal some more damage to the Minerva.
That's the first time we've seen a blind effect on a monster.
Actually, yeah, it's actually always been to sleep.
Yeah.
Also,
sleep for days.
This is like the whole what if scenario. If Wugga did not get all those supplies with the go down trap, Poulet was able to get to the top 39 without.
But you don't know how fast. I mean, it would have been even then.
Yeah, but like that was one of those big what if scenarios because he had so much stuff there.
Yeah, and like he spent time getting it though. So like it's so unknown.
Yeah, that's why I love the racing in this game. The strategy paid off.
They're gonna love watching this one back.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jai.
Okay. What matters is the style. So like honestly, like both runners right now are pretty comfortable. Like the Dark Sword is probably going to be able to carry them to like level 10-ish. Like physically level 10.
World record, what monster percent? I don't even know what Commander Run is.
So it would be 2732, I think, is Wugga's.
Oh, big wines from our doggo.
Yep. Obi woke up. Earth Shield's still blocking a lot of the U-boat damage, but still doing 10. Oh, sorry, no. There you go. 10 to 5, so it's a steal. That shows the difference in there.
That's the difference, yeah.
But at the same time, one bomb trap and you're dead, so you know. Actually, it's a good question, Skeef. Why aren't you in the tournaments?
Yeah, why aren't you? They're fun. You should come join us. Shush, you. That's rude. How rude.
Honestly, Skeef, you're actually probably one of the most knowledgeable people about this game as well, so...
Oh, you're seeing a little bit of dancing here.
Yeah.
A little bit of U-boat dancing. So U-boats are these piranha submarine type monsters, and they can dive, which is what you can see here. Their periscope is sticking up above. And that means you can't attack them, but they also can't attack you until you stay in one like that. They can come out of their dive. But when they are dived, you can walk towards them in order to just like dance them in front of you.
And honestly, like it's a lot of fun to learn how to like maneuver and like manipulate AI and all this other stuff in this game.
Honestly, that's the thing I like most about this game is the options that you have to avoid things more than anything else. Because I don't know nearly as much as either of these players about the game, but I can still do fairly well on a good day by just knowing where the monsters are, looking at where the patterns of their movement, and going in the smart direction. Oof, that's a 1
HP left. That crit.
1 HP. There we go. Get some health back in that gentleman.
Oh, the Dark Sword.
The Dark Sword. Yeah.
So many misses. And a Chaos Trap.
So good.
Yeah, so the thing is also, you see them using like treasure loops, monster loops throughout the last couple matches. Any information is good information. You never want as a misinput by...
Yeah, that's the other thing. Everything... I guess one of the things we didn't really mention right up front, Mystery Dungeon games usually act on a turn system. So for every step that each of our characters are taking, that's a turn. So it goes Co's turn, Familiar's turn, Monster's turn. And so when we want to, you can see them zipping around. That's a lot of turns. Oh my gosh. Oh, good.
Oh, that's why his name is... Sorry, I was trying to figure out why he said I'm free. Wugga finally beat Poulet in a tournament setting. That's what the name's about. And we can appreciate that being kicked out of the tournament by Poulet a lot.
Yeah.
You drew him twice in both randomized
I
seed
did.
shuffles.
I did. I wasn't happy about it. So yeah, Poulet already kicked me down to losers bracket already. And now he's here with me, so...
If you first again, that'd be hilarious.
I have to if well, I don't have to, I suppose. He could lose again and I could win some more.
Yeah.
Revan,
Like, legitimately, for those who don't know, the community is very close-knit. We have a lot of very vocal people, but like our Discord server is like 570 people or something now.
Yeah, it's
which
insane.
Is crazy, but Poulet in every tournament setting has always eliminated me and Fee out of the brackets.
Yes.
So we kind of are a little bit biased.
We're a little bit biased. Can you pick up Kraken's?
No.
I didn't think you could.
Again, this annoys me to no end. Garudas can be picked up. Thank you for the demonstration with the PowerPoint presentation, Wugga. You can't pick up balloons, despite them being apparently too heavy.
They've got spiked bottoms.
But the thing is, Garudas, when they're sleeping, have anchors down. You can pick up the anchors with a straight chain and throw the Garuda.
Fine.
I don't like it.
It's fine.
It's not realistic in my monster game. Also, what the hell is this pace? Floor 15 at under 12 minutes for Wugga.
I hate it so much.
This is again what Wugga's used to.
Yeah, this is his jam.
Yeah, but also Poulet not far behind. He's still above a floor pace basically. If you take into account like what time they enter the tower with. But like this is just dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean this is why we're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Wugga plus.
So Wugga's idea.
Okay, ripped up or wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Wugga's.
And now you have trouble. Congratulations on your choices.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, Wugga's plan when it comes to pickups is if he can
follow it.
If he can take one hit, he will.
Yes.
He will always go.
Yes.
But the thing is, Poulet is exactly the same. I don't agree with that because I take into account traps and bombs always hitting me.
Well, the thing is that, and I feel like Stan Knight or Dizash has put this the best way, is like, health is a resource. Everything in this game is a resource. We've already talked about like item economy, we've talked about movement a little bit, we've talked about your familiars, your fusions, like all of these are resources that are given to you to get up this tower. And your health is another resource. If you can take enough damage to get the last hit on a monster and then not die, that is a resource well used. And your health does regenerate over time in the tower, which is why you'll often see runners get to the elevator, sit in the elevator and wait for a little bit because they're waiting for the health to respawn.
Yeah, which doesn't take a lot of time. It will drain your monster's MP if
so here, oh no, not a lot, because it's 47 out of 49. But yeah, it's a resource to be used. And wild Balrog, which now awake.
That also hurts too.
Which hurts.
Also, they pass up the big Peter fruit in the floor below.
Oh, that was a big Peter fruit. That's 100, right?
Ooh.
What's a foray?
It lowers your defense, I believe. It's a very weird, obscure herb. Pick up the copper. It's right there.
No. I refuse. I'm going to use a useful treasure loot.
Always pick up glasses. That's a general rule of thumb.
Yeah, they're either star or
truth.
Yeah. Star tells you the entirety of the floor's layout, including exit.
Ooh.
Now I'm a frog, and now I'm not.
I'm free to change back from a frog.
Yes. What were we talking about?
I'm honestly surprised Poulet never named me after something during this race.
Well, I mean, that's some Kraken out there. That's some Kraken.
That's a lot of Kraken.
That Kraken is Kraken. Sorry. I apologize.
All Krakens now known as Kraken-Laken.
This has been such a fun game. Such a fun set of seeds and such a fun set of...
They're not Sand Knight seeds, so you know. Although that weird starting floor of like 8 monsters and 2 Naplises and all that.
Oh, there's been some nasty stuff.
Yeah. He's gonna take still one hit.
That's fine.
I was
now
gonna say,
it's not.
Yeah, now.
This is why you turned the camera.
Yeah, he's doing it now.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Oh, I love that Wugga's taking his Balrog friend for a ride.
Well, the thing is, it's a free plump meringue. You can turn monsters around
Also,
with it.
yeah, exactly.
So, like, if he finds a Peter fruit, all the better. If not, it's a free plump meringue to avoid monsters.
And yeah, you just feed him one thing.
Oh, Bully's dead.
Wait, well, how did that happen?
Bad choices.
Life choices. Which means that Wugga's won, so we should let them know.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it for us. We're not going to immediately, because we've got to deal with all this stuff. But yeah, we're done in. Poulet hasn't won one. Take that Peter off of Poulet. Don't give him that.
Yeah.
And just feeding his life one. No!
Again,
Boo.
very biased.
Boo, feed that life one. Get a steel sword. The best choice.
There we go. They should, I believe, get a...
Yeah, they should be joining us for an interview.
Yeah.
But this is the end of the matches for now. We're going to talk to them about what happened over the last few runs. Crazy.
If the link doesn't go through, I will send it.
Yeah, we'll get them in slowly. Bath is so relaxing.
Yeah, that's always like the thing that people do. Is I know when you die, you go to like the corner of shame or read up on a book on how you died.
Corner of shame or go see the monster, because the monsters usually have fun little tidbits about them, which I like.
All right, so Wugga and Poulet are both going to join shortly.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hello, Wugga.
Hello, Wugga.
So,
and
here's
hello, Poulet.
Hello. Salutations.
Hi, Poulet. Cheese.
Good game, Wugga, yeah?
Okay, so there's a couple things we want to address. The commentary may have been biased towards Wugga.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Why would that be, I wonder?
We were in that second round. That we have to talk about that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
okay,
floor 39 to floor 40 finish.
Let's start with the end first. So the end, you both got onto floor 39 at around the same time, and Wugga, you found the exit and then walked onto a warp trap.
Yep.
My heart just was like, whatever. I can't even right now. Poulet, trying to find this. I was going crazy. Did you guys know? I mean, you must have known that you were both on 439 because we hadn't called it yet, but my goodness, what did you guys think of that one?
No, we didn't know we were both on 39 because it would just be that the other was behind and we were waiting for the first 40, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right?
But the thing is, once you hit floor 39, there's only so much distance before you might realize that your opponent is on the same floor as you. There's really not much more leeway in that.
It was crazy close. Like Poulet, you were in the lead at the beginning, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then it switched over to Wugga, and then right at the top, you both met up again. It was crazy. It's amazing. So Wugga, what happened? Mm-hmm. What did you find on floor 2 that Poulet did not find?
So, weirdly enough, I had a practice seed just before the match where I found a go down trap on floor 2. And I used that to cheese the heck out of the initial inventory. Yep. So when I realized I have a trap loop, hey, maybe we can replicate that.
Yep.
And sure enough, I think I took like 4 extra rounds to floor 1, just grabbed napless eggs and medicinals. And
yes.
That's cheating.
Well, here's the thing, though. This is like the what if possibilities. Is Poulet, you got to floor 39 with what you could find.
Yes.
Wugga got to floor 39 survived because of those sleep balls.
Yes. You had very different, like Wugga, you were able to go fast because you weren't exploring anything. You had 15 charges of Leslie.
Also, double HP Dog helped everyone.
Dog. You had egg bombs forever. And yet, it was so close.
It was. It really was so close.
It was amazing.
If you go back and watch through that one, you'll realize just, if nothing else, the second match, I think, was the best of the 3.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Dark Sword misses for everyone on this seed. It was obviously great for everyone.
Oh, Dark Sword. Ugh.
I know. We're going to go Commando. The worst sword going for Commando, other than, like, you can kill a troll really quickly, but you miss, like 30% of the time or something?
Yeah, almost died to a clown because I missed twice in a row and he crit me down to 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
Yep, that was pretty tenuous. And we had round 1 as well, where, I mean, you both got to floor 25.
And you both got to floor 25.
And that's where you got to. Yeah. And Wugga just got to it first. It was super close again.
Yeah. And the thing is, which is amazing about that, is Poulet, you can't be mad at how you died there.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm just...
Yeah.
I had, if my mic was on during the race, you would have heard a long and painful sigh, like...
Yeah, it was a perfect alternation of the block sniped Poulet with the paralysis. He got unparalyzed when the block hit him. The zoo paralyzed him again, which when the block hit him, the zoo paralyzed him again and then killed him. So it wasn't just, you got paralyzed once. It was a constant repeating cycle.
Yeah, if I had just gone right and just pretended that Viper would not get up or something was in the way, I can't remember exactly, then I wouldn't have died to this super nice monster then. But hey, it's the tower for you.
Well, that's the thing is, Wugga never found the monster dead. He died separately.
Yeah, that was separate.
Yeah. Can I talk about round 1 for a moment?
Yeah,
And
go nuts.
about that bomb trap that killed my death.
Yep.
Just prior to that, I was thinking, oh boy, I have a tyrant. I should probably fuse these two. But I was scared of krakens, so you know. Let's keep it win for a little while longer, and after that, it'll pay dividends.
Yep.
But then the bomb trap happened. Oops.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I went solo for the majority of it.
Yeah. The thing is, and also Skeef pointed out the monsters. You obviously knew you had a Balrog egg because the truth glass is Wugga. That was the egg. In
That
the
was
scene.
the heretical egg, yes.
It was also Windflame to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
So
this got Nea slitted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would have been a very interesting scene nonetheless, just because again you'd have a wing creature, and I don't think it would do overall that good. But like once you got to like the water floor, like the first water floors, you can get your levels back and stuff. So I think it would have been an interesting one. But both going commando and stuff like that is.
Yeah. I want to talk, and this is the last part I want to talk about, so I'll then, leave the floor for everyone else to talk. But like, I want to talk about that room in the second run where the elevator comes up and you're in a room with 2 Natplasses, a Mandara, a bunch of Menfivas. You both got through that floor, and you both did not have holy bells.
Yep, you both used them too early.
You both used them up early. How was that floor for both of you, specifically that room?
I entered the room, opened my inventory, went, oh shoot. I'm
sure that's the exact words you used as well. Yeah.
Yes.
The other thing I want to point out. Go first. I'll point it out after.
Yeah, Wugga, how do you feel?
I don't know.
You both made it out of it.
I had to take a minute to think about it. Like, there was like literally, okay, what can I do? I don't have the inventory to clear this. I could use Noah's Sled for 1 Mana Eva, and that's about it. But luckily, I had the Wee Dog Naples combination, so he tanked the majority of the hits. That was probably what saved me in the end, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And Poulet, I believe that you lost your Wee Dog in that room.
Yes, he got brutally murdered. And basically, I put an Naplast back to sleep and hope that it would not wakey.
And you were lucky, which was good.
Oh, so here's the one thing I noticed about the room. Is obviously there was a single entrance or a single exit there, so you had to go through there. On the left-hand side was a bump trap.
Yes. Did you see the bump trap that was right there in that room?
I can't remember really. I was more focused on the train of monsters trying to murder me.
Yeah, the thing is, if you would have exited the left and hit the bump trap, every monster there would have woken up and chased you as well.
Yeah, so it was a horrendous room.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm like, oh, that's terrifying for once. The normal bump traps, like, okay, whatever. They make you drop your item if you're holding it or something, or they make you drop the Viper you're carrying on screen right now. Whatever. It's not the worst thing, but literally in that particular room, if you sneaked by, they would all start following you immediately if you hit that bump trap. And I'm like, this is the worst.
It was the worst, yes. Agreed.
So
I'm glad that we both got past that, actually. I was thinking this might be the decider. I don't have a Holy Bell. Maybe Poulet has the Holy Bell. He's... Well, I don't know. Actually, 2-room floor, that might not be as good as I think.
A Holy Bell probably would have been actually quite bad to use, because it would have just pushed all the monsters into the corridor or into the room you actually needed to get into.
Well, the thing is, you can still chip them off one at a time.
It's true when they start coming back through, but it's not fun.
I was really hoping there'd be a go down trap on the floor just after it. Just, like, that's the end.
Now do it again.
Yeah.
Poulet, I'll ask you first. What was your... I mean, we've already talked about a bunch of the different times in this, but what was the best part of these runs for you? What was the most fun?
That it's now over.
Not Sand Knight seeds though. These were actually decent for items.
During the first round of this tournament, I did not stumble upon a golden trap, I think. So believe me, it was a surprise. When I took a go-up trap and realized, hey, wait, that's not 1 floor higher. What happened?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had the same thing happen during our match, Poulet.
Yeah.
I hit my first one. I was like, oh wait,
That's 4-8, I remember.
this wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Um,
The other thing as well, Sarah just watched Wugga throw a paralysis herb on the block. That is from a Balrog. That's the only way you can find it, but there's a sleep and a paralysis herb in the game as well.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Because in the second tower, everything's hidden and you don't know what you're eating.
Yeah. And Wugga, what about you? What was your favorite or memorable or part of this for you?
Losing the clown to the bomb trap, probably.
Always a fun time.
Yeah. Honestly, again, like you all played great.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yeah. I top-notch play. We got some slightly horrendous seeds, and still we saw so much of the game during all of these. Like it was a real treat.
And a 440 clear. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the seeds, I blame Sun Knight anyway.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll blame Sunlight. Yeah.
He made the rule set. We're always able to legally blame him for everything that happens in his tournament.
Yep.
Fair enough, yeah. But I think Wugga's use of a golden trap to duplicate the starting items was very smart. And from now on, I'll always check for traps on floor 2.
Yeah, it's honestly definitely worth it.
Yeah.
That would have been a game changer, I think.
Well, he literally had 19 sleep balls charges or something.
And three bombs and 4 medicinal herbs.
3 napless eggs plus a hatched napless.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
So it was like this really...
The stupid thing was that obviously you feel behind after that, even if you get all those supplies. How much time am I willing to throw away at this? But how could I not?
Yeah, exactly.
The first opportunity to do that. Yes, let's take this.
Yeah, I mean, you were behind and then you got way out in front because you didn't have to worry about what was in your inventory or exploring. And then you got slowed down just out of, basically bad luck. And then it just, it was a match. You should definitely watch it back.
Okay, and also in chat, Function Quest says, can anyone tell me what they're playing this on? This is the emulator because we're using the de-randomizer, but you can also play on console and whatever. I posted our Discord link. You can find all our resources there. The randomizer is at adrando.com. You can see all the different features of it. If you ever need help, join our Discord. We're always happy to have just even casual fans, not speedrunners.
Yeah,
please
come
join.
Play, come watch. You don't have to speedrun.
You can commentate. Sign up for commentate. You want to do this? We're happy to have help.
You know about this game? We want you to commentate this game.
We don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. because 2 Europeans signed it.
But yeah, let's bring it to a close now.
Yeah.
So like we mentioned before, we've got 2 more matches today. We've got one in 2 hours on SpeedGaming 5, and then another one in 3 hours after that, also on SpeedGaming 5. Big thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us. Big thanks to Chai and Revan for organizing this tournament. Big thanks to our runners. Big thanks to my co-commentator, Shawnee.
And likewise you.
Thank you very much. Big thanks to all of the people that have been supporting us. And yeah, come join us in our Discord. Come play the game, come watch the game more, come learn more about the game, and
and have fun.
Also
thanks to Programmer for making the randomizer
That's
as well.
the one thank you, Programmer. You've made this game so much better by what you've done for it, and we appreciate you.
Oddly
so
more
much.
Consistent.
Yes. But yes. Any final words from our runners before we head off?
Hopefully, Wugga, this isn't the end of it. I hope to see you back. After I try to climb my way back through the loser bracket.
You had to get through
that. Get through me first.
I will need it.
I just want to say the curse of the chicken has been broken.
Yay!
Yes, I did notice that your name for the third match was "I'm Free," so I was trying to figure out that initially.
All right, So join us again for another Azure Dreams tournament round in either a few hours or a few days. And take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and remember to rock yourself to the top.
See you, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.